Hey, what is up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and giving my honest review after playing 300 hours plus on this game. And yes, that is a true fact. You're going to see it on the actual thumbnail someplace. I have 326.9 hours on Steam recorded, and majority of these, I'm not even going to lie to you, not AFK, they are me playing the game. And so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it today. We're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna try to section this in a way that's good for you guys. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me. Drop a comment down below. What's your hours? Are you having fun? Are you not having fun? What are some things you want to have changed? I'll be able to, of course, give my opinions on that as well in the comment section. But I look forward to hearing from you guys. But let's get straight into the video. So yes, I have that many hours on this game. I am a bit of a no life, but hey, I still go outside and touch some grass for a good 2 hours and then play my violin for an hour outside, so people can bite me on that one. I can care less. The one thing that I do want to say is after playing this game, I want to say that I'm having a lot of fun. That is just the overall base principle of this game. I am enjoying my time on here. I love interacting with you guys. I love interacting with random people around the actual official server, people who join my server, and it has been a very fun time. Though with fun times, and of course with a game that you've played this often, there are many things that you highlight and many things you don't highlight, mainly because of you obscure a lot of things when you're playing this long. I'm going to be very honest on a lot of stuff. Is this game good? Yes. Does it have a lot of issues? Beyond yes. Oh, there is so many dang issues that are highlighting that it's insane. And I'm going to try to chop this up in a good way. So the first thing I want to go over is pretty much the cons of this game, right? Because you always got to give the bad news first before we give out the good news. So starting with cons, and I'm going to go with gameplay. Gameplay / dungeons. Gameplay itself is pretty decent. The only problem I do have, especially when it does come down to a lot of gameplay right now, is the gameplay is kind of barren. Now, this is obviously because the game itself is just starting. So before any other elitist or whatever comes out and gets on my freaking neck, yes, I do know the game has just started. I am no-lifing the game, so I do recognize why there isn't a lot of content. And that is because I've completed a majority of things. But if we're going over gameplay itself, right, I'm talking about exploration with the map. We're talking about the side questing, the chest farming, dungeons, what is it called? Boss challenges, all of this stuff going under gameplay. It is fun. It is nice. But at the same time, there is a little bit of an issue here, and that's going to be underlining the key system. Now, the key system is this little stamina system at the top here that a lot of people, including myself, has had a little bit of a problem with. Now, although I am spending, and I do spend a little bit to make sure I'm getting my keys every week and making sure that I'm able to get my monthly key packs, the one thing I do have to say is keys themselves for free-to-plays are not as available as they really should be. Keys themselves are what everyone can do, right? Not everyone's usually going to be helping out everybody every time. They want to usually play for themselves, and you can only get a lot of stuff done with said keys. Well, here's another problem with that. They give no EXP for your Book of Stars. This is a huge issue in certain eyes, including myself, because not everyone has absolutely 10 hours to play the game all day, right? All right, I get it. I am very knowledgeable that I'm on here all day, every day. And the one thing I can say, it is very much so crazy to see how long it really does take to get a lot of this stuff done. For some people, that is a good plus. You have a lot of things to do. For others, I have to say, especially for free-to-plays, many people don't have that time. So when you go ahead and take away the key system that does not give any EXP for your Book of Stars, a lot of people have a problem with that, which is an underlying gameplay issue, seeing that they can never get up their EXP and reach a lot of this point to get a lot of their world rewards themselves. For example, if I take a look at my friends list here, we do have a couple people who are world level 3 here. We got, of course, Ninfield at lower level 3, level 35, who's been stuck there. We got Relic, who's world level 3, level 36. We obviously have, Fives, 36, level 3. Malota is 36, level 3. And this is mainly not their issue. This is because a lot of people don't have a lot of time to really grind out all of their world level, right? It's a gameplay thing that happens that, if you guys do not know by now, Book of Stars, in order to progress it, is going to be with star fragments, chest grinding, and so on and so forth for quest lining. After you complete the entire story, you usually are left off around level 35, level 36, and that's if you've done no side questing. If you're around that area here, the rest of your levels have to come from straight up quest grinding, chest farming, star fragment farming, and that is a major burnout for people. I do think with the keys themselves, they should be offering some form of EXP, seeing they are a type of stamina, much like how Genshin, where we have like games such as Wuwa. We got games that are general, like these open world games, and their stamina system usually comes with also EXP systems. I do think that should be implemented for a gameplay thing, but of course, that's up to the company. I'm just giving my thoughts on it, and I do see it as a underlining issue. So now I have gotten a couple complaints based on that as well with this game. Now, the other part with the gameplay issues here is the lack of content. Now, before anyone hops on my case, but Blade, you're probably out of content because you grind too much, or Blade, it's still the early phases of the game. First of all, I do know this. I'm a no life on this game, and I do know that a lot of this content is meant to be done slowly, right? I do get it, okay? But for what we have currently, 3 of these dungeons, we no longer do. First in Mines, like, you do it a little bit, but after a while, you don't do it, because the only time you're doing this for is if you're wanting SR gear. So these top 3 dungeons, X them all out. First of all, boss challenge, these top 3 dungeons, X them all out, because after you do them the one time, you're not doing them unless you want SR pieces of gear, which is more of a min-maxing type situation, which you're getting for the upcoming upcoming actual event phase, or the upcoming update, seeing that now if we build said SR gears and stuff like that, we're able to get gems for them. Yeah, you won't be doing this. You just don't do the questing. The only like dungeons and stuff that you're doing is Orgot, which that's every now and again, because really the only thing he's offering is just a Star Guardian belt as well as the Star Guardian top. Other than that, you're not really doing this too much. And then the Dragon, as well as the other 2 missions on the other ones. If we're being so realistic here, we're really only doing Dragon, Gila, and then Spider Nest. We only do, of course, Orgot if we truly need the belt to work for the rest of the set to make an actual outfit. Other than that, you're really just doing 3 different dungeons. Now, I get it. It's early in the game. It's one of the things, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm not going to shield this game for what it is. For what we have and what is expected, that's practically nothing for gameplay, right? You got the exploration, you got the 3 dungeons, and that's it. It's just rinse and repeat. Now, I will say, do I enjoy it? Yes, it has been fun. I love carrying you guys. I love actually interacting with you guys. So it has been a fun experience. But for many people, they can't even interact with the gameplay itself because we have underlying problems, which is bugs. And that's going to be our other little subject we're about to get into in a second. Seeing gameplay wise, I get it. This is just, I'm going to wrap it up right this way, that we're going to get more gameplay. It's early in. There's going to be more stuff to do, more events to do, and so on and so forth. So gameplay wise, it needs to be a little bit polished up. We need more stuff to do, but that's going to come with updates. So I'm going to set that to the side and give them pretty much like a 6 out of 10 out of that one. Going to our next subject at hand, this is going to be the bugs. I know so many players, and I mean so many, that have had problems with bugs, right? This is the con of this game. It is one of the main issues I have, especially since I play it so often. Bugs keep you from messing, from getting into parties where you have to join them twice, or someone has to invite you twice. They hurt you when you're trying to play story sometimes. If you join a party in the mine section of the story while trying to help someone and they DC by mistake, or maybe something happens, your character's forever stuck there. Like, he's stuck. That's it. You're finished. You have to contact actual customer support, which is most likely going to take them a good 2 days to get back to you to get your character out of there, or else you're stuck infinitely and can't do anything. Bugs are a major problem in this game. And for as long as we've waited, which has been like 60, I mean, not 60, God, I almost said 60 years, which has been like 4 to 6 years, it is unacceptable to have this many problems. And it's not just PC, it's PlayStation, it's phones, which it is bound to happen for like phones to a degree, but it's something that honestly shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be this much of an issue. We have a lot more hardware intensive, a lot more crazy graphical intensive games that this game is acting horrible at certain times. Now, the prop I gotta give, remember, this is just the con section of the video. The prop I gotta give here is that the devs are luckily contacting us, they are interacting with us, and they are trying to fix accordingly. But I don't believe a game should have this many problems, especially with how it's released and how it's been getting made for years. That's just an honest opinion, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So, bugs. There, we got that point out of the way. Those are my main cons. Now, as you saw, that was only a small bit of cons. We are at like 10 minutes. Let me tell you the pros about this game, what I've enjoyed the most. First of all, character in depth, love it. I've been enjoying that. Absolutely figuring out the weapons, getting the combos down, getting every weapon underneath your hands. Just playing with only Meliodas as my DPS, I've enjoyed every last time of just using this character. The use of combat, the flow of everything feels great. Now, every now and again, yes, we do get that stuck little gameplay function where we're getting stuck in one place every now and again. But besides that, the fighting is fun. The use of teams is fun. It doesn't seem as if like it's too basic. It also does have its main things that you got to pay attention to. You can even do things that like, hey, one hit kill. Let me go ahead and pop this off, or hit like a couple times, boom, I swap here, burst, boom, instantly. Due to like a blue weapon or something proccing, or a purple weapon that level 1 is proccing because I did some basic hits, I can do some craziness with teams, right? And it's one of the few dang things that I've enjoyed about this game. Every character in one form or fashion has a use. For example, we have Slater. This man with his dang axe or something, I think it's the axe here, if he goes ahead and just pops a little bit of something here, he's able to go ahead and make sure your team gets a crazy buff, right? They get an insane buff, which is stinking crazy. Like, I'm loving that there's ways, there's levels to this, right? You're able to use characters that honestly you didn't think you were usable. We're using Tristan. He's freaking fantastic. We got characters like Hauser that honestly, they're fantastic. You can use them as DPSs. Heck, the only character I don't think I've seen people use is probably been Greermore. And I'm pretty sure there's someone out there rocking Greermore. So like, it's really cool to see how usable the cast is, how good that you can make certain just teams work. And I've been really enjoying that. Building up characters haven't been a slog, to at least a slothy type thing to do too much. It is going to be even better this coming week here, seeing they're going to make King Mastery even better. And it's been fun, even just finding out like gear sets. Like, I know I have to build this gear set for Deanne to make sure she has her burst quicker. Doing different gear sets, actually piecing different things together has been a fun time to me, especially with the pros. I think they did a really good job on that. And I do think that if they continue doing so, adding different gear sets, doing all this other stuff, new characters that also have some in-depth to them, I think it will be very fun for anybody. Just having the basics of a character, you feel like you're having so much fun on this game, which is awesome. Pair that with friends, pair that with other players you're trying to meet, pair that with just people in general, it gives you a sense of uniqueness that you don't always get from many games, which I do enjoy that, and I do like to actually hear that, especially a lot from this game. That makes me the most happiest with it. So I don't really have any problems with this. This is actually a huge plus for me as a huge pro. They did really good on at least that side of things, making the game feel very, very fun. That was just fantastic. And there's so much content that I haven't even done yet. If we go ahead and check my special codex, I haven't even gotten majority of the pets. I haven't made majority of these skins. I haven't even gotten majority of the weapons. There's so much stuff that you have to do in this game that I think they did a really good job of doing. And this is just an honest opinion. This isn't anyone paying me for it. Although Netmarble, hey, you want to slip a boy a little something, that'd be cool. But I do have to say that it's one of the things that I do enjoy a lot. I've had the most fun on this game recently. Just seeing based on what they have and how they've really crafted teams, how they've crafted like how things do work together. Yeah, I do have my problems with it, but pro-wise, it's immaculate. They've actually done really good with that. The other thing, of course, is, as we know, they're down the road, there's probably going to be PvP, which is this fun little 10v10 bobblehead PvP. They have things already in the works, which is awesome to see. Like, they already have a direction that they know they're going to go. And I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. I think as the things do go on, both bosses are going to be freaking awesome. The first times doing these bosses, which is another pro here, doing these bosses for the first time, getting the difficulty spike, being absolutely surprised on how things worked was crazy. That was insane. I think that was pretty much a huge sign to me that, yes, sure, we should have more, guaranteed. But they did put some thought process in trying to make this game a little bit difficult and trying to make this game really rely on other people, not only just unga-bunging it down, you know? And I do love that. That's been a good thing about this game. So character-wise, weapon-wise, just getting up certain things, crafting-wise. Gacha, although it has had some problems to an extent, it hasn't really given me much. This has actually been pretty decent and pretty free-to-play-ish to me, at least here, where we don't have to summon for our weapons. We can craft them. Literally, we can just go ahead. If we're just doing our stuff every day, we can craft our little SR weapons, right? We can craft SSR weapons, in which I've made countless ones already, which I made another one today, just going ahead and grinding. Like, I've been grinding this game nonstop. It comes down to getting these ores, comes down to getting everything here. The fact that you can grind a lot of this stuff and just be prepped for ages and ages is freaking fantastic. I've been enjoying this a little bit too much. I've been doing this every day I can, and I think that's awesome. I just hope they continue with this and don't shortcut a lot of things, because when you start shortcutting, it makes things even worse. But it's been good. It's been good. Needless to say, it's been really good. I can't wait to really what this game does bring, especially with all of the stuff I went over. Like, we went over our cons, we went over the bugs, which were part of those said cons here. But for the pros, for me, it's the fact that co-op play is really fun. It's really needed. The gacha isn't all too bad. What is it called? You can craft everything. You have countless hours that you can put into this game, which is freaking awesome. I have yet to feel like it's been a slog or like a bore. It's been all the time I get on this game, I have an objective every single time. I now have an objective to start catching things, because I've been grinding for so long. I can actually start catching stuff that I want to catch and go through that whole deal. And there's always something to do in that regard, which is awesome. I think this is good. I hope that they continue to do this. I hope they continue to really make this game fantastic with the stuff that we have coming up already. I think they're going to. But for my first honest review, especially of this game, it's in a good light. I definitely say the game needs its work. It's a 7 out of 10 at best. I definitely think it needs a lot of work in order to get up to the 8s and more. It's a 7 out of 10. Fantastic. 7 out of 10 ain't bad. If anything, it just means they got a lot of room to grow. Now, this is my opinion on this. You can shoot it down below in the comments. I don't care how you feel about it. You're not changing my opinion on the game. But you guys let me know your opinion. Are you having fun on it? Are you not having fun? Is there things you want changed? Is there things you don't want changed? What are you looking forward to? And before anyone says anything about the OCs, the game's called 7DS Origins. Get over yourself, okay? But I know you guys just heard my freaking phone notification. I gotta go practice my violin. But till then, everybody, thank you for watching, and peace on out.